Who's good, potatoes? Spin the leak here, and I've taken a break from my very delicious dinner. To talk about Halloween Resurrection. Now, where did I... Is it... It's under my mail, isn't it? Fucking doing a little dance. It's Resurrection. Yep, Resurrection 2002 film. Now, I like a lot of the shots that they took in this. The story thus far, honestly, at this point, Michael Myers has become a big legend. Everyone's losing their fucking minds. You know, you got the typical crazies coming out, typical social media comments. You got a bunch of people making light of a terrible tragedy. Tragedy being his existence, which is something a lot of us can relate to. Any motherfucking way. Let's go ahead and talk about the shots, the plot, blah, blah, blah. A gentleman with a company called Dangertainment, or a web series called Dangertainment, decides to grab a group of college kids and shove them in the Myers house for a night. They are not allowed to leave. Basically, they have to stay in, look around, see if they find anything out of the ordinary, and of course the group gets killed off one by one. Now, each individual was wearing their own personal camera. Cameras were set up in the house, and throughout the entire course of the movie, you see through the eyes of these cameras while seeing what's going on in the actual room. So, if there's something going on for dramatic effect, switch the camera. If someone's getting murdered, switch to where all the main monitors are and watch someone make a latte while, 3 people are getting shoved into a ceiling fan and blended. None the wiser. It was very dangerous setting up those shots. It could have completely ruined the movie, but it really set the pace for it. It was creative, and they even worked in small shots of Michael between flickers of static, giving you a little bit of a shock effect there. Cinematography aside, the movie's plot was surprisingly the only movie I've seen so far where a Strode is not a target. There are no Strodes involved, nothing. No mention of witches, no clairvoyance. This one was pretty much its own standalone Halloween movie. And I loved that about this. I love that you don't have to have seen really any of the other movies except for maybe H2O to be able to enjoy this one. That really makes this movie extremely flexible, extremely pliable. This movie itself, with being a 2002 film, being a standalone, this is great to introduce someone to the series. So, campiness, stupidity aside, I'm going to give this one 3.5 potatoes. I'm going to get started on the Rob Zombie movies. Remember, the initial movies in the 2 Rob Zombie films are going to be separate whenever I do my review over this video, or over this series overall. So right here, I'm starting to think about how I feel about the original Halloween franchise. After these next 2 movies, I will go ahead and do that video reviewing them overall. Have you seen this movie? Are you planning on watching it? Either way, post that in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Like and subscribe. Keep on keeping on. And it's been a while since I've done something crazy, isn't it? Not this video.